Well, hello again, everybody. My name is Rick, and I think you know what I'm here. Excuse me. What we're here about today, and what I've been making all these posts about, is the prostitution ring, the sex trafficking thing, the human trafficking thing, and the people getting set up thing. Now, this is Christopher Brown one more time, and he's a piece of work. He's a total piece of work. Word is that he was busted over the summer. I got that information from one of his girls that he used to slap around, Regina. And at any rate, word is that he was busted with drugs, guns, weapons, and big stash of cash and everything. Well, turns out that he evidently didn't do a day in jail, and he's working for the feds. So watch your back, fellas. If you come across this guy, turn him in. You'd be doing yourself a favor, and a lot of other people a favor. This gal I know was introduced to me on email through CityX Guide. Her screen name, or how she introduced herself, is Alice Celestina with a C, Celestina. But her real name turns out to be Danielle, I guess. And yeah, anyway, she's a credit card thief, and she's been in the prostitution field and human trafficking field for some time. And she's in the Des Moines area, and she's nasty business too. But I got her name, and I got her address, and I got her plate number. So she's going to be done here in a short matter of time here, probably next week come up. Providing she's not a cop or setting somebody up or like something like that. I don't know. I don't think she's a cop or affiliated, but who knows. This is Regina and Sam, Regina Domino or something like that. It's an Italian name. She's an Italian gal. And the gal with her is Samantha Bush. She was, these guys are friends of Chris Brown. In fact, they used to work for Chris Brown. Chris Brown was their pimp. And at any rate, Chris Brown... we know who Chris Brown is. He was pimping out these girls, and Samantha and Regina, and well, Samantha and Regina, and let me refresh your memory. Chris Brown. So those two and that guy, okay, are affiliated. That's Marquetta Sensational Styles Slater. She was mentioned in my paperwork because of this person. This person is one of my all-time favorite people on this planet. This is Brenda Haley. Brenda Haley is a frickin' evil viper, and what she is that she set up her husband, Clark Betts Jr., and he's doing a federal life sentence. And for trafficking and selling minors into the sex trade and whatnot. Well, I don't believe that no more than I'm frickin' God. Because you know what? I was set up for the same type of crimes, and by these people, by this person. She was involved in it, just like she was involved in Clark's case. And well, long and the short of it is I don't know any of these people. That's Clark right there. That's her husband. He's doing a federal life sentence in federal prison because of this woman. This woman set him up with the help of her kid, and that's her kids down the center, Clark and Tori. Now Clark or Tori was the I don't know, the mule or the game piece or whatever you want to call her, but she was the chick that tried to get me set up for 60 fucking years because of the mother, because her mother, she got by with it with Clark Jr., but she tried it to get by with it with me, but it didn't work because I had nothing to do with it, these people. Don't know anything about them. But you know what? I'm going to bat for frickin' Clark because he got set up, and it's oddly enough, people mentioned in his paperwork are mentioned in my paperwork. And there's Alice again when she was young. Now, if you don't tell me that there's not no human trafficking going on and it's not frickin' prevalent in this city, in this state, you guys are living with rose-colored glasses. Here's her sister. It says her real-life sister. There at the bottom, Ashley is her real-life sister. And there they are, frickin', how old are they? Probably, I don't know. They're not frickin' no 18, I can guarantee you that. But there they are getting frickin' sperm on their faces and crap. That's just some of them right there. But let me get some more. Anyway, folks, all I could say is if you guys have got to be living with, like I said, living with rose-colored glasses if you don't think that this isn't going on in this city and in this state, because guess what? It is. And it's going on here big time. And I'm not going to show you their pictures or their names. You know who they are. But I could just about guarantee it that there is involvement clear at the top. And what I mean is clear at the top is, you know, like the elected officials. I believe that the elected officials are involved in this in one way, one form or another, because it's awfully crazy how this can go on and grow the way it has, and with virtually no deterrent whatsoever, and you don't hear of no frickin' arrests going on here. That's what I can't get over. You don't hear no frickin' big busts. And I brought this up to the police when this first came apparent to me. And the only reason it came apparent to me is because, you know what, I had no clue of this stuff, folks, until, you know, I was charged with it and sat 4 months in jail for it, for something I didn't do. And next thing you know, I'm losing everything that I own, and I'm getting discriminated against, and I'm getting physically jumped and attacked and everything like that. And I'm clueless, don't know a thing about it, but they came into my world. I made the mistake and opened my door thinking I was helping somebody out, and it turned around that I was just getting set up and played. And next thing you know, I got FBI agents at my door and Urbandale Police Departments at my door wondering, hey, do I know such and such? Did I know that she was a runaway? Did I know? Hell no, I didn't know none of that crap. You know, and then they dropped the bomb on me and said, well, you're going to have to come with us because guess what? She was a runaway, but she wasn't a runaway. But anyway, it's because she was screwing Brenda Haley was screwing a Des Moines cop, or a dirty cop at that. And that's how everything got rushed through so fast. And, you know, it's awfully frickin' convenient, man. That's all I can say. It's too damn clean, and it's too convenient for this not to be so highly organized as it is. And I'm just scrolling you through some of these pictures that in hopes that you could get a better idea of what's going on. But, I mean, okay, you punch in Des Moines sluts, Des Moines whores, Ankeny whores, Ankeny sluts, whatever, and you'll be surprised. All these websites are just that. Des Moines sluts, whores, whatnot. There's Brenda Haley again. She's there. There's her picture, and guess what she's doing? She's right there, and there she's in an advertisement offering her sexual services to Joe Blow and whoever wants to buy her for $30, $60, or I don't know, $100 or whatnot. You know, for the you know, their sexual favors or whatever. You know these folks already because you ain't stupid. At least I don't think you are. Oh, that guy, you might know. I don't know if you know him or not, but he's kind of, I don't know, suspect. But I think this cat daddy is suspect too. I think he's very suspect, as a matter of fact. But I'm not going to point no fingers. I'm not going to say any names because that would be wrong of me, because I don't really have substantial proof. I'm just going by what I've found out so far. And what I found out so far, man, is this thing is just nuts. And I'm trying to get out of these pages altogether. because I don't want to bore you with all that. But it's this thing's as big as Texas. I'm here to tell you, and it's no joke. There's everything you could think of is going on, and I would almost I'd almost guarantee that it's going on in your neighborhood. It's going on your block. It's going on in your neighborhood, and you know, the only way it's going to get stopped is if somebody says something. But guess what? Nobody's going to say anything because I don't know. Maybe they're all getting paid off. Now you got this outfit out of state wanting to come into town and drive women around and hire women and hire drivers to drive them around so you could get drawn into their frickin' web. Oh, I'm sure they pay money, but they failed to mention that you got to pay them $900 and some odd to be a part of it. And then who's to say that you're not the first one tossed to the street or tossed to the curb when you know, they get busted, you know, and which would most likely happen. There's that number again. Take a good look at it. And this is cityxguide.com, but you can go Des Moines, but you could go cityxguide.com, Ames, Cedar Rapids, wherever, and find some of these same pictures. And something else is crazy about this, folks, is that these are all frickin' driving positions. Something else crazy about this is the massage parlors. Do you realize, ladies and gentlemen, that there is over 60 massage parlors within the metro area? 60. And I promise you, I could promise you, they're offering more than a hell of a lot more than massages. You know what? And people might say, well, why am I doing this? Well, I tell you why, folks. I'm doing this because just for shits and grins, I was told that this made Facebook and whatnot. And it made Facebook all right. And it made WHO. And it made KCCI and yeah, Facebook and whatnot. And you know what? I did some looking and reading on that. That's that Alice chick or Danielle, I guess. I don't know. But I know I got her address and I got her license plate and everything like that. I know where she's at. But I'm waiting for the big boys to get involved in this so they could do their frickin' job. Because basically all I'm looking for is this case was expunged off my record and everything. And, you know, supposedly it's expunged. But the problem I have with this whole deal is, number one, not only did I not do this, what they said, but and then I found Clark Betts Sr. And Clark Betts Sr. is a hell of a guy. They used to own Clark or Betts Hardware here in town, and been in business for ages. And you know, a friend told me about this. He said, "Man, you need to look at this because there's a lot of similarities between their case and your case." And you know what? I did so, and I had a visit with this guy personally, and he and I went out for lunch one day, and at any rate, we had a good talk, and he put me in contact with this attorney that he's talking to down in Atlanta, Georgia, because the attorneys that he had locally, I don't know, they was too busy frickin' planning on the next golf game or something, but they didn't frickin' represent him for shit, the best I could tell. And when I went to see, I've been trying to find representation for myself on this, and because like I said, I was set up, and I lost everything, lost my apartment. I'm on disability because I got a pacemaker in my chest, and when I lost everything, I literally lost everything. My apartment, my mom and dad's obituaries, my grandparents' obituaries, some family photos that I had that I'll never get back again, heirlooms that meant a whole lot to me, dearly. They're irreplaceable, and that's what hurt. And my relationships with my children and my grandchildren have suffered because of this. My relationships with my siblings have suffered because of this, and because of something that I didn't do. And like I said, I read some of the comments on this on Facebook, what some of the people had to say about it. And you know what? I was just sitting there boiling, because I'm reading what these people are saying about me. And they don't know me. And they don't know me. And I'm not that person. And I was acquitted. And I had the charges expunged from my record. And damn it, they're not going to get away with it. And if it takes my last dying breath to expose this bull crap that's going on, the corruptness of the city hall, the frickin' police, the frickin' county supervisors, because of letting it go on and grow and grow and grow. It's like an infested house with cockroaches. The only way to get rid of that house is to burn it. And the only way we're going to get rid of this freaking problem that's going on right now is start at the top and knock off the top, and then slowly take down the top members, and then slowly all the other people will get arrested. That's the only thing I can think of to stop it, and I hope it gets done. And I don't give a damn about how many freaking lives are affected because of it, because it affected my life. These people invited me to their little soiree dance, and I'm done. I am freaking done. And I'm not going to stop until somebody puts a bullet in my head, or I die. And should anything crazy happen to me, because I lead a pretty freaking dull life, really, because I'm a disability and I don't really have a lot of money to play around with. But my life is pretty dull. And if anything unexpected happens to me, believe me, you don't want anything to do with my daughters or my family or anything like that, because if you think I'm bad and raising a scene and raising a stink like I have, you ain't seen nothing yet. You could write that down, because I am done. I've had it. I want my life back. I want to be able to have some peace and some joy in my life again, which has been stripped and stolen from me, and all because somebody wants to get frickin' rich, and all because somebody wants to have a little bit of juice, a little bit of power. Well, you know what? You could take your power and shove it right. You could shove it, but I'm here to tell you that this is going federal. I've already on Instagram, and I went federal with it, with everything I know. And as of midnight tonight, I'm gonna flood Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, YouTube. I'm gonna flood everything with everything that I have. And come Monday morning, we'll see what's happening. And I don't know, maybe we'll get DC's attention now, and something can get done. But in the meantime, y'all have a good night. And we are our brother's keeper, by the way. And I just want to add one more thing, that this Brenda Haley, she has kids, and her kid, this Tori, her daughter, she was impregnated at 14, had an abortion at 14, and she's been playing this for some time now, trying to get guys trapped into what this and what not. Well, she ended up getting knocked up by a drug dealer, and this drug dealer spilled the beans on Clark Betts, and Clark Betts is doing life. Now, I don't know what this Vince guy is doing, Vince Cooper, he's doing nowadays, but I tell you what, karma's a bitch, man, and everything's you reap what you sow, and I believe that. And if karma comes back bad on me, well, that's quite okay. Because you know what? I don't think I'm reaping bad or sowing bad seed. I think I'm sowing good seed, because I'm speaking the damn truth. And if people need to pull their heads out and do the right thing and stop, and if not, well, we live and die by our sins. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm not sinless by any stretch. And I used to be a knucklehead back in my younger days, but I've grown up, and I don't do silly, stupid stuff anymore. And I just don't appreciate it how somebody can get by with doing this, and the rest of our society sitting around and allowing this prostitution, human trafficking going on the way it is in this town. So that's all I'm going to say about this for now. I'll see you guys later on around midnight. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night. God bless. Be safe out there. Bye.